Zombie Nation.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Showing a little burst so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Darnold. His first throw is an interception. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. How quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense, not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Warren. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's first and goal. Rodgers off the play action. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Now Boswell on to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He's off to the races. Hits the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks trim the lead to 1. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Tie ball game now as they send this away. He's got the squiver. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set first and 10. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Austin makes the grab downfield. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now here's Rodgers. Completed left side to Smith. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Steelers have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
319!
First carry of the game here for the former Iowa Hawkeye. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Play action here with Rodgers. Headed out right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. They're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long.
150! 158! Hey, 88!
3rd and long for him here. Forced out to his right. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Boswell able to knock it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Kate, they got the ball off the fumble, and they knew what to do with it when they took over. Just find a way to put points on the board.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, we'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Walker now from the gun. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. That's the end of our opening quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Staying with Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Barner's got it. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
Escapes the pocket. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
This one's caught. Smith has it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
That's his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Steelers have the 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This will end up as a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. From the pistol, give here to Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
This is Walker on second. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Go set.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. On him quick, and they bring him down. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4th down punt from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Breaks the tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Buying some time right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's gonna be 3rd and short coming up.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
Might shift to the run here. 3rd and inches. They sneak it with Rodgers. And they're going to down him by contact as they... Not enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. He's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down. Here's Rodgers. That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll throw again. Rogers. Brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain. Goes to the hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
It's Warren on 3rd down. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
319!
From the shotgun, here's Rogers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And now they face 2nd down.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
He's loaded another one up. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. He's back to throw. He's looking deep once again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kyle Duggar makes the play. And the Steelers are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. kicks in to kick this one away. Kent on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. A run from Warren here to stop the third. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Rodgers from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Shotgun handoff to Warren. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
To throw, Rodgers. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Rodgers off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Steelers have a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Rodgers going to throw on first. On the move, headed right. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
26, 319, 319.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Hey, take 20.
Counterplay here. Warren. And we'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
319.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Throw caught at the 6. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
258.
From the red zone now. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can go beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Second down, Walker's going to get it again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Sante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
158.
Warren here from the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got his man. This is Austin. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Complete right side to Washington. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Warren running between the tackles. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Here we go. Set. Steady.
Sign quarterback run here. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play. It typically goes for a whole lot more.
Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal. Here's the backup. First throw. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers make it a 24-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Running with Walker again. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
It's a gain of 20.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
This is second and 6 coming up. Now Walker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Going to the ground again on first. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And he's going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and 6.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for third and 6.
Here go, set. Hey, set.
Air it out on third. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it first and goal.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks putting up points in a game decided. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing.
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a two-score game here late. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for two, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
And this kick is covered by the Steelers, who are going to go on to win this ball game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Green 18. Green 18.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. He finds a man. That's cut. And he's out of bounds, so that clock is going to stop Brock, but it's not going to matter. They've got the first down. This game is over.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. They're going to pass it here. Going all the way to the end zone here. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers making a 3-score game in the 4th. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers stretch the lead to 23. Now Boswell on to send this away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Now Darnold out to play action. Trying to push deep downfield. This is brought in at the 15. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up.
50 yards on the play. And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
This will be the final play of the game. One final shot here. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left. So a positive note at the very end in this loss. The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. Reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
Seahawks 26.
So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And they're stacking momentum.